Hi guys, welcome back to the Cinematic Mike channel. Today I actually had a fun day. I'm not doing an unboxing or a review today. I'm actually sharing an experience I had today. I actually got to meet the actor Ray Park. Ray Park actually stars as Darth Maul, Snake Eyes, and Toad. Darth Maul from Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, the Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra, and I think he was in the sequel too to that one. I think it's called Retaliation. And then X Men. He plays Toad from X Men, the first one. So saw that he was gonna be in the city where I live, and I got excited because I'm like, oh shit! I'm like, I really want to go meet him. I'm like, I'm a kind of a fan of his, you know. I became a fan of his because I got fascinated by the things he does, by him just being an actor that's always like behind like makeup and costume and all that. So I always found out that that was pretty cool. It kind of reminds me, I forgot to tell him this, but it reminds me a bit of who's Doug Jones, I think, who plays the Silver Surfer, the Fawn, and also in The Shape of Water, the creature. It kind of reminds me of that, and there's just this fascination to these people that are really well at doing what they do. And he's a martial artist, I believe, which is pretty cool that he ended up getting like something like Darth Maul, Snake Eyes, and Toad and all that. So it was just amazing to see him, get to meet him and all. I saw like last week, I think I found out that he was gonna be here, and I'm like, damn, I actually kind of want to go see him. And then I thought about my pop. I'm like, I would want him to sign my pop, my Funko Pop that I have of Darth Maul. I actually wanted him to sign other things. I wanted him to sign that. I wanted him to sign my GI Joe DVD that I have, the 2 disc special edition, or it's a special edition, I think, the 2 disc one that I have. And then my X Men and my Star Wars, but then my X Men and my Star Wars I kind of put away in a box. So I was like, I'm not gonna go dick for them right now. Like I have my pop and I have the GI Joe. The thing is that for this event they charge you, and for each signature I think it was gonna be 60. And I'm like, I'm not gonna waste that much time on like too many things. I can't be throwing that much money to get multiple signatures and all that. I really wish I could. If I had more, I would have done it. I would have got my GI Joe DVD signed by Ray Park, because I mean he's on the cover of it, so it would have been amazing for him to sign it as Snake Eyes is right there on the cover, and having a signature there would have been amazing. I took it just in case something happened where he probably would have said yes or no, but I wasn't gonna push it either. I wasn't gonna be like, hey, come on, please sign it. I don't have money, you know. So I was just gonna see if an opportunity came up where someone said, hey, you know what, he's but I didn't bother. But I just took it. But mostly I decided I'll just sign my Funko Pop and I'll get a photo with him and I'll get to talk with them. So that'll be amazing. This is my first time actually doing a signing event thingy. I never actually done like some event like this where you go and you pay for and meet an actor, celebrity, or anything, and they sign a product or anything. I've never done anything like this. This is my first time. That's why when I went, I was just gonna pull all these things for him to sign, and then I found out you gotta pay for these things. You know, they cost. And some people that I told got a little serious, and they're like, "Why are you gonna? Why are they charging you when you're a fan and you're buying the products and all that? Why can't they just do it for free? I mean, you're already supporting them with buying the stuff that they get." I mean, I'm just saying this stuff. I don't know what I think yet, but I'm just bringing this up. So some people were saying that, and then I talked to someone about it because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should go or not now. But someone said like, you know what? You think about it. If they did it for free, all these people would show up, and it would be hectic, and they would just be getting signatures here and there and like a whole bunch probably. And then again, it's probably some people that are gonna end up reselling them anyways, and they're probably going to be in front of you and all that. So it's kind of a way to control like the chaos too and all that, I believe. And then when I did some research, it seemed like it was a similar answer to the one I got from someone, that this is probably why they kind of charge for it sometimes, because of situations like this. And I'm trying to think if I was going to say something else with that, but I can't. Um, no, but yeah, that's the thing that I brought up. But then I decided to go. I was like, no, I'm gonna go. I'll just get one thing signed, and I'm gonna get a photo with them, and I'm hoping I get to talk with them a little bit. I'm kind of a shy person and all that, and so I was getting upset with myself. And like, and I started thinking about it because I've never done anything like this. I took a picture with a celebrity once with like 2 years ago. My school gave me tickets to go see the premiere of Bombshell, and Crispin Glover actually showed up at the premiere, And I remember I was like the only one that knew who he was and where I was. I was like, hey, that's Crispin Glover. And everyone was, who's that? Who's that? Who? And all that. And I'm like, that's Crispin Glover. And then I had to tell him, "Oh, he's from here and there." And so I saw the movie. I was in the theater with Nicole Kidman and all. I wasn't near them, but yeah, they were in the theater with us. Nicole Kidman, Margot Robbie, Charlize Theron. Was it Charlize Theron? I think it was Charlize Theron. And when we got out, I saw him and Margot Robbie was there. I wish I would have got a picture with her. She looks so amazing, and I wish I would have got a picture with her. But I saw Crispin Glover going, and I'm like, let me catch him. And I just told him, Crispin, can I get a picture with you? And he was very kind. He actually took the time, and we took a picture, a selfie together. So that was like part the first time I met a celebrity, or the only time. And right here was different though, because right here I was paying for like an event for someone to sign, but I was also meeting someone I actually liked too. Um, so it's my first time, so I didn't know how this worked out too much, but I ended up doing this. And I also didn't know what to say to him when I was thinking about it when we are getting. I was like, damn, what am I gonna say? I'm like, I don't know what conversation. I don't want to just want to show up and be like, hey, here, sign my thing, and then I'm gone. I'm like, he's an actor that I like, and I'm like, I don't know what to talk. And then I also didn't want to sound too like cliche. I was like, maybe I'm gonna be asking a question that someone else already talked to, asked them and all that. And then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, I just got him Once Upon a Time in China. It's martial arts, and he's a martial arts person. And you know what? I'm like, let me ask him about what his favorite martial arts film is. And so he told me what his favorite martial arts film. He gave me like two names of them, and I brought up Once Upon a Time in China, and I told him how I just got it, and it was my first time watching it, and he ended up telling me how that was one of his inspirations to get into become an actor and all. So it was pretty cool that I brought that conversation with them and all that, and I told him how much I liked X-Men 2, how my sister who passed away like earlier last year, how she's the one that took me to the movie theater with my nephew to go watch it when it first came out. And I told him how she was a big fan of X-Men, and I admire his work as Toad and all that. And he was very kind. And I had to make a line. I woke up early to go see him, but then there wasn't that much of a line at the time that I expected it to be. So I just went to some stores to kill time, and then I came back, and it was like 2 hours or an hour and a half before he was gonna show up. And 2 hours and an hour and a half before he showed up. And oh yeah, and he arrived, and oh, we were in line, and then I'm just like looking around, and I'm all like, wonder when he's gonna show up and everything. And I see two guys, and I'm like, and I look, and I'm like, hey, that's Ray. And no one was paying attention, and I tell the person in front of me, I'm like, hey, look, that's Ray Park. And she looks, and then everyone looks, and he actually starts saying hi to all of us. He's like, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? He's like, thanks for showing up. And then he comes to the line, and he actually gives us all a fist bump, and it was pretty cool. Makes eye contact and everything. How are you? How are you? How are you? And it was pretty cool. I like that he did that. I noticed that some celebrities don't really do that, but he actually took the time to just come by and like really fist bump, get to know us, eye contact and all that. And then he went inside, and he just made it feel very comfortable. And so yeah, and then I went inside, and what happened was what I just told you. And I only had my Darth Maul Funko Pop for him to sign. So after the conversation and all that, he signed it, and I told him to put my name on it. And here, I'm gonna show it to you guys. Here it is. So this is Darth Maul, the Star Wars. This is the 2019 Galactic Convention. Yeah, Galactic Convention. And so it's Darth Maul. It's a Ray Park signature, and I said to Mike, he told me, "Do you want me to personalize it?" And I said, "Yeah, sure. Just put my name's Mike." And I don't know if I told him at the beginning, so I was like, "Oh damn, I'm sorry, I didn't present myself." And he's like, "No, it's cool." It says Mike, and then I didn't tell him to do this, but I think he usually does this because I've seen it in a lot of people's signatures by him. It says, I believe it says "Feel the Force," and then his signature right there. So let me see. I hope you guys can see it. Yeah, it's my Darth Maul pop, the one that I got. I got it because Darth Maul is like one of the freaking coolest characters in the Star Wars franchise. And I got this pop right away. I usually don't collect the Star Wars line that much. Only like big characters that I probably want, and Darth Maul was really one that I wanted. So I don't know. And plus, there's a whole bunch. It's just the same thing like The Walking Dead and Harry Potter. I wish I could have all of them, but there's just way too much of those. But I was like, this one I need. It's Darth Maul, and he's amazing, and I got it. And right there, I'm not sure what that says. I know usually he puts sit rule or something like that, but I can't tell what this one says right here unless it's another signature of him, Ray Park, or I really can't tell because sometimes the sit rule you can actually see it, or I'm not sure if it says Darth Maul or what. But if any of you guys know, just let me know what you guys think it is. I know usually he puts something on the side of here, and right here is signature and all. So it was amazing. Yeah, he's the one that told me be careful with it. He's like don't put it back in the protector right away. He's like you gotta let it dry out or something like that. So I was like okay, and I had barely read about something like that, so I said okay, I will do that. And I'm putting it in my protector now, so um it's in here. And yeah, there it is. Darth Maul signed by actor Ray Park, which is amazing. As I said, I was always fascinated by his name because just of the work he's done. Because I was a fan, I am a fan of the X-Men franchise, and especially the first one. And it's reminds me of my sister because she took us when we were young. X-Men has one of my favorite scores of all time, the number one, the Rogan and Logue theme. I love the fight scene at the end when they're fighting against the villains, especially with Toad. And I love the part where he says, don't you people ever die," or something like that. "Don't you people ever die," and that was amazing. And then when I saw him as he was gonna be behind GI Joe as Snake Eyes, so that was cool too. And Darth Maul here. Darth Maul. I saw freaking Phantom Menace in the theater also, which was amazing. And I've been a fan of the action scenes in there, and especially his character of Darth Maul is incredible. Um, what else can I tell you about my experience there? Nothing, just that he's a kind guy. He seems like really kind. He seems like he really wants to have a one-on-one with you, so you feel comfortable. That you talk. And I'm glad I brought up that because I was probably gonna be stuck, but I'm like, oh, let me ask him like what his favorite martial arts films are, and he let me know. And then I brought up Once Upon a Time in China since the Criterion just came out, and we ended up having a more conversation about that. And yeah, he was amazing. And then I got the photo, and I had thought about it yesterday. I'm like, I'm gonna ask him if he can do this pose for me, but I knew that it might make him uncomfortable and I might get a no. So I said, I'm just gonna ask him only if he's comfortable with it. And I did, and he wasn't comfortable with it. He said no. But he said it in a friendly way. He didn't just say uh bad. He said it in a very friendly way, and I said I understood. So it was fine. So we just did a regular post, and which you could see. And yeah, but I think he felt bad because he kept telling me, he's like, if there was more space here, I'd give you like a toad pose and all that. He's like, but it was really tight. So, but I told him, don't worry about it. It's cool, man. I mean, I got your signature, your autograph. I got a photo with you. I got a one-on-one with you, and that's all. So it's amazing. So yeah, this is my first Funko Pop that I got signed. My first time meeting Ray Park, who seems like a really nice guy. And I remember I was trying to get some pop signs like years. I think when Avengers came out, one of the Avengers films came out, Endgame or Infinity War, and I went with my bag and I was gonna try to get them all signed. Well, the most of the ones that I could. But then I think the event ended up being blocked from people that didn't pay. I think you had to pay like a ticket to go into to be at the crowd of the premiere of that. So we're kind of blocked out. So I never got to see him. We saw somebody. I think was it Robert Downey Jr. I don't know. I think it was someone, but it was really quick because we were like in the alley where everything was blocked. There's like walls, so he just comes through that really quick and he notices us and he just says hi and then he goes through. I'm pretty sure. I think it was him or Robert Downey Jr. But yeah, but then since we weren't the ones that paid, I thought it was gonna be a premiere where anyone from the street like a show. But there was some because that happened to me one time where I went to a premiere, and I think it was Alice in Wonderland, and I was just walking around Hollywood. I didn't even know about the premiere, and then I was going back to my car and I saw they were setting up for a premiere, and I'm like, oh cool, I'm gonna stay to see who's there. And Johnny Depp showed up, and oh, Sacha Baron Cohen was there too. And I was really close to him, and I actually got a photo of him. I took a picture of him. I didn't talk to him, I didn't meet him, but I got a photo of him and all that. So yeah, that was my amazing experience getting to meet Ray Park and getting my Funko Pop autographed by him. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.